Hey guys, I'm here at right now. We are at Nomad Summit Chiang Mai, and I'm with Matt Diggity. Like he's the guy behind Affiliate Lab and Authority Builders. So Matt, we already did interview long time back in Affiliate World Asia. So I will just skip the intro and I will ask you one question, straight question. That what do you think about 301 redirection in SEO right now?
301 redirects, just straight getting nerdy right away. Okay, I like it. 301 redirects, basically what you're doing here is you're taking an existing domain and you're redirecting it to a new domain.
Right.
And then the benefit of that, of course, is you would get all the link juice and all the authority that were going to the old one. So they say. There is a decent amount of link loss when you're doing a redirect. Typically people say somewhere between 50 and 60% at least is lost.
Right.
So if that's the case, what are the benefits? Well, if you're building links from scratch, you got to start one at a time. So you start with 0, you get to 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 100, whatever. If you redirect, that's 100 links that you can get right off the bat. It has the benefit of getting you out of the sandbox.
Right.
It has the benefit of giving you a head start because you simply just, now you have a lot of links.
Right.
The down part to this, though, is that if you don't have a relevancy correlation.
Relevancy, of course. That's important.
If it's not compatible, if you wanted to rank for surfing and you redirected a scuba diving school or something like that, it's not only not going to work, but you're going to probably hurt your rankings. And the tricky part about that is it's not up to you whether they're relevant or not. It's up to Google. So that's the catch here.
That's the catch here, right? And what do you think about expired domains? Like a lot of people are buying expired domains for creating their affiliate website in 2020. So do you think like expired domains are only way to build your affiliate website? Like buying high authority expired domains?
If we're getting nitty gritty,
yes.
Expired domains. So expired domain would just mean something that I could go register right now, like big cat blue fish donkey right now. I'm pretty sure it's not registered. I could just register that right now. It might have some links going to it, whatever.
Right.
That might, I mean, I've seen some people do it from time to time, but I think a better strategy would go for like an aged non-drop domain, something that's been hosted, something that looks like it's been online the whole time. There's much more consistency in that matter. So this isn't getting nitty gritty between what are we defining expired, aged, or whatever, but stick with something that's non-dropped, it hasn't dropped, and has got some links and some lifetime to it.
Okay. And what do you think about latest Google algorithm updates like BERT update and EAT updates? Like a lot of people have a lot of queries related to these updates. So what are your thoughts on these updates, like latest Google algo?
Oh man, so let's just talk about BERT, right?
Yes.
Okay, what are the release notes from BERT? Well, first off, Google doesn't give us much, but what they did say is that we're now able to handle more queries because we're able to read every word in the search string.
Right.
Rather than before we would eliminate some words and try to simplify things. Now we can read all of it and we're able to read more. But that is not all they did. So it's not like they only did that. Websites wouldn't just get destroyed and shoot up in rankings at the same time, and that's all they did is just define searches a little bit more. So they're lumping all these things together, and we have no idea what they are. They're going to tweak the backlink algorithm. They're going to tweak how they determine relevance, how they determine content compatibility, trust factors, all this kind of stuff. Right. The only way to really survive these updates is to assume that all of it's important. We have this saying in the affiliate lab called just do all the things, which that means your site needs to be technically sound, your content needs to be on point, you need to have nice backlinks. And when you stick to this plan and when you just do all the things, I don't have any problems with algorithm updates. It's just always like we're looking forward to it. When they announce it, we're like, it's Christmas again. We love it. But you got to put in the work, and that's the trick too. You got to figure out what are all the things.
So when your site gets hit by any update, so what's your strategy? Like your traffic is going down. So how do you recover the lost traffic from any Google algorithm updates? So what's your strategy behind it? Like if your site is getting hit?
Okay. So some things that I might do, some immediate debugging tasks would be, if you had any kind of keyword in first place, and the update comes out, now you're down to number 4, okay?
Right.
Who just moved into first, second, and third? What are they doing differently? Are they older than me? Do they have more content? Do they have more backlinks? Okay. Then you can try to narrow down what is the thing that stung me? What am I missing now? That's the first line of debug. But I don't want people to go down this route of trying to find what's the bare minimum I can do to fix my site. What's that one thing that they change? Because think about it like this.
Right.
If you take that approach, if you try to fix one thing at a time, see what happens, then wait, see if you get a rank increase. Oh no, I didn't. I'll try this thing now. Well, guess what? You'll probably fix it in about 12 months, 13 months.
Of course, yeah.
So just again, go back to doing all the things, a complete audit of your website, starting with technical SEO, content, look at the user experience, look at all of it. Really just, you can solve it before the next update for sure. If you do things all at once, do things in parallel, not in series.
Yes. So do you think the content length is very important? Like if I'm writing 3,000 words content, so do you think that it will help me to rank better? Like,
not necessarily. I think what we're seeing right now with Google is that they are kind of putting everything the same on page one. So if you write about, what is a spear, right? What is a spear? It's a stick with a thing on the end. Like it doesn't need 3,000 words. Something.
Right.
So Google's kind of taking that into account, that a piece of content on page one should look like other pieces of content on page one. So just look at the people on page one already and look at their word count and mimic that.
Okay. How do you think like FAQs and structure snippets are really important in 2020? So what are your thoughts on FAQs? Like, do you think like if I want to rank for Bluehost review, like this is a keyword for me. So do you think like implementing FAQs will help me to rank better for these kind of keywords? Like,
I don't think it's a ranking factor. I don't think adding FAQ schema is a ranking factor. That said,
but a lot of affiliates, they are ranking, like they are having FAQ and schema tags, all of things. They are implementing everything like they want to have attention from Google.
Sure, but if you think about it this way, like the more information you give the reader from the search result, like in the FAQ, the less likely they are to click on your website. Right?
Okay.
They already got the information. It's right there. So I think FAQ schema is something you want to be careful about, because you might just be answering their question right there, and then they're not going to get to see those affiliate links of yours.
So you don't use FAQs in your affiliate website? Like, if I can ask you this question?
I use it on Diggity Marketing because I was bored and I got FOMO and I wanted to check out all the hype, but we don't use it for affiliate websites.
So you don't use FAQs for affiliate website. Okay. So, and you have your own course, Affiliate Lab. Like, why people should buy Affiliate Lab? Like, there are a lot of SEO courses in the market. So what's different in Affiliate Lab?
So the Affiliate Lab, there's a couple things that might interest you.
Yeah.
Is number one, it's always up to date, right? So basically every month a new module comes out. It could be something brand new that I figured out, or it could be this doesn't work anymore. I need to rip out this whole section and replace it with what's working now.
Right.
So this is the promise that I give. It's an evergreen course.
Right.
I've completely ripped out the backlink section and remodeled it. I've completely ripped out the content section and remodeled it. And it's only been out for a couple of years. So also, in addition, it started out at 12 hours total length. We're at 25 now.
Now, yes. Because my team is going through all the courses and all the modules. It's very in detail, very in depth.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, thank you.
It's very important, yeah.
Another thing I might say about it is, like, everything that I'm teaching in it, I either know from experience or from testing, which is pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
So you won't see a bunch of guessing and theorizing. This is just stuff that works. I just cut through the shit and get right to the nuggets.
Okay, so how many case studies you have from Affiliate Lab? Like, how much people are making, like, the money, like, if they are buying your training course, Affiliate Lab?
So, a couple of interesting statistics is, one, we did a poll in the group, and we asked, we had a vote, and we're just like, what income level are you at? 0 to 500, 500 to 1,000.
Right.
And this shocked me, but the majority was in the $20,000 to $50,000 a month range.
Wow.
The majority.
That's huge.
The number one voted option there was 20 to 50,000. There's tons of people with 50,000 plus and a few with 100,000 plus. So that quite shocked me. I didn't think to experience that. We also had this group called the Six Figure Flipper Club. So if you get to a point where you flip a website for more than $100,000, then you join this mastermind group where we meet, like once a quarter and do this mastermind, and there's 25 people on that list.
Wow, that's pretty good. Because I've been going through the course. I love it, Matt. Like, it's so in detail. Like, every module is very, very in detail. Like, my team is getting a lot of knowledge from that. And I'm implementing all these things on my main website, like my main blog, and I love it. I'm seeing the traffic is going up right now, so it's pretty nice. And what do you think about, like, link buying works in 2020? Like buying links from folks, will it help to rank my niche website? Like, if I buy only the high DABA links?
So, I mean, link buying, I guess we're talking about, is it better to buy them or better not to buy them? I mean, they both have the same result. At the end of the day, you just have the link, right?
Right,
so, But I mean, you're going to save money if you outreach yourself and get the links for free,
right.
but you're trading time for that. Otherwise, you can trade your money, get the links faster. Which camp am I in? I do outreach ourselves. We try to keep the cost down as low as possible. Also taught in the affiliate lab, but also, we're not afraid to pay for links because we're looking at ROI.
Right.
The profit margins of an affiliate website are unlike any other business I've ever been in my life. Like, you can take this whole process, all the investment you get up to, and then the first month you really start to churn it out, really start to crank it, you paid for the whole journey in the 1 month. There's no business like it. So I'm like, let's go as fast as possible. Let's get to that first month as fast as possible.
Okay, nice. So when you're buying these high DAP links, what are your anchor text variations? So is it an exact match or you have some different? So can you share your anchor text strategy at least here?
Sure. So basically, the exact match anchors, the target anchor text, I'm reserving those not necessarily from the links with high authority, but the links with high power. So in Moz terms, that would be PA.
PPA,
so
right.
Getting links from web pages that have a bunch of links. I'm not interested too much. Like if I got a link from a guest post on New York Times, right? New York Times, great website, ton of trust.
Yes.
But that new guest post doesn't have any links going to it, so it doesn't have much power. So I would focus on getting links from existing pages that have links going to them for your target anchor text. That's where I see the most value.
So that's where the most value is. And how to get inside authority builders? Like I'm getting a lot of questions from like my friends and like they want to get inside authority builders. So can you share your process, like how they can get inside it? Authority builders, like.
If you've been applying, I'm sorry, like we're just really focused on quality and making sure our quality standards keep up. That's just the way we've been since the beginning. So we're only letting in a handful of people every month. What I can recommend is if you apply and we can't match up like any credentials or anything, or we go to your Facebook profile and it's a cartoon of a dog, that's probably a no-go. We want to know.
So you want someone real?
It's a private invitation-only network. If it's we're not gonna let in a cartoon character.
Okay, so that's the first point. Like they should at least have a real Facebook profile.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a very nice point. Okay, so 2 favorite strategies for link building in 2020, like.
Link building in 2020. So get links from websites that have traffic themselves. If you want to, Google is very good at ignoring backlinks that they think are spammy. One way to make sure you're not getting an ignored link is a website that ranks in Google. It's one of the things Google's most stingy about, their rankings. So, of course, they're okay with the website's external links if they're okay with ranking it, right?
Right.
So that'd be the number one thing. And number 2 is just, I don't know, it's a long play, right? Don't expect results like we did like 5 years ago where you send a PBN or something, get a result in 7 days.
Right.
It's a slow play. Just keep at it and keep building, and eventually your authority will grow and your website will benefit.
Okay. So one last question. So who are the speakers at Chiang Mai SEO Conference 2020? Because I'm really excited to be part of it again. Like I got so much value. Like guys, in 2019, I got so much value from that one single conference. Like every dollar is worth to invest in your conference, Matt. It was very good. So who are the next speakers at 2020?
I want to say
come on,
so
at least
bad.
reveal someone. Come on, at least.
No spoilers. But I can say this lineup is the best one yet.
It's the best one yet. Like
it is the best one yet, and it makes me nervous for 2021. I don't know how I'm going to top this one.
So what we can expect out of this? Like what kind of knowledge we are going to expect? Like it would be gray hat, white hat, or what? Like if you can share that, at least that stuff.
Keeping up with Chiang Mai SEO tradition, we are completely open. We're going to talk about all subjects, whether it's gray hat, white hat, black hat, doesn't matter. Whatever works is what we want to put on that stage. In addition, all types of topics. So we'll have some client SEO, we'll have affiliate SEO, of course. We'll get into some YouTube. And this Chiang Mai SEO conference is really growing fast. So we always bring in people that'll talk about the business aspect and scaling, managing a team, growing a team, working for a 7-figure exit, all these kind of things.
Like there were like around 800 people in 2019. So 2020 it will be like 1,000 plus. Like we are expecting like it's.
It's already at capacity. It's going to be 800 forever. It's just
it keeps on growing. Like you started from a small room, now it's keep on growing like to a massive level. Like 800 people at one conference, like it's huge. Like all SEO geeks So that's a very pretty strange thing, right?
It is pretty strange, yeah.
Pretty strange thing. Okay, thank you so much, Matt, for sharing your stuff with me. And guys, if you want to check out Affiliate Lab, the link is below in the description, so you can check out his course. And because I'm getting a lot of value from his course, Affiliate Lab, so please do check out and do subscribe to my YouTube channel for more interviews. Bye bye. Take care.